Uh-oh. You hear that?
Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, and even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on bears from Colorado Pet Patrol. Royce K, so you know it gotta slap.
Oh, Michael!
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Let's turn that off now too, guys. We got people calling. Yeah, he's just not answering. We catch predators.
Really?
Yeah.
No, are you kidding?
Yeah. He thinks the 13-year-old's here right now.
No way.
100%.
No fucking way.
100%. Michael!
You have a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah.
What is it?
Colorado Pet Patrol.
Colorado
Pet.
Pet Patrol?
PED.
Hell yeah. How do I get on your channel? Hell yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Slap them around like they're going to that?
No, we get them. They go to jail, so.
Yeah. I mean, they end up going to jail too. But I like when they get a little straight action.
They deserve it.
Yeah,
Every bit of it.
every bit of it. More than that.
Michael! Listen, answer the door, bro. I'm gonna call the police. This door. Sorry. Motherfucker. He knows I'm here, y'all. He won't answer my fucking calls, little loser. Michael!
Your call has been forwarded to.
Brother, I'm gonna call the police if you don't answer the door. Motherfucker, man. Let's see here. What would be his back window? Let me see. Motherfucker, man. I did not think this little bastard wouldn't open his fucking door. I need to catch him at nighttime. Is that what you're saying? Ah, you're not going that way, Michael. Not today, buddy. No, sirree, Bob. You ain't sneaking out this window, buddy. Oh, Michael. Hey, we need to talk, buddy. I'm Tommy with Colorado Pet Patrol. We need to talk, or I'm going to call the police. We need to talk, or I'm going to call the police. You want to come outside and talk? I want to make sure you don't have any weapons. I'm going to call the police, bro. You can hide your dope. I don't care. I'm not the police. I get the police here and show them what's in that bag. Okay, you want to have a conversation? Okay. You want to step outside? Okay, you can open that window. I want to make sure you got nothing in your hand. Who are you here to meet? Who are you inviting over right now? What, are you just going to jump out the window?
No.
Why? You're trying to hide it? You're on parole? Okay, well, I'm not the police, man. Why didn't you answer the door? You thought it was parole? Do you have a warrant? So why would you be worried about parole? Okay, you got any weapons on you? All right, what were your intentions right now, man? She needed a friend? What were you going to do with that friend? Michael, come on, man, you got to be honest. I just had an hour and 15-minute conversation with her and her grandma. The vampire way? Are you a vampire? Okay, well, you're allowed to be whatever you want to be. You could be a fucking dead cat for all I care, right? I'm not into that, but I am into you getting her hopped up on meth.
I wasn't gonna do that.
Oh, you told her you were going to do it. You actually said clear, which I know what that is.
No, but she said
Because 13, you shouldn't be getting 13-year-olds hopped up on meth.
forced people to do that.
Okay, is she old enough to make a decision?
I don't think so.
No.
That's what I told you.
Are you not allowed to have needles?
Yeah, okay.
So why were you hiding them?
Just see needles and stuff.
Okay, because they see needles and they know you're shooting up. Okay, are you high right now? Listen, man, I don't care. You've been up all night, dude. You didn't just take a shower. Yeah. Why'd you take a shower?
I took a shower in the morning. So
Well, are you trying to get prepared for your 13-year-old little sex fest?
no, not at all.
You have her drink blood, dude?
No.
What were you gonna?
Part of the ceremony, she really wanted to do the vampire. That's what
And you would have done that if she wanted to.
it's part of the ceremony.
Okay, but would you have done that if she wanted to?
What?
She wanted to be a part of it.
No, vampire, why not?
She's 13, man.
They can do whatever religion they want.
Sure, they can. But you're gonna have her drinking blood, bro, at 13? Should she have a conscious mind?
You don't really drink blood.
Okay.
You don't really
Okay. I don't know nothing about it.
drink blood.
I'm just going what you said, your words, right?
No, no.
I've read all the messages from
Yeah, you
start
have
to finish.
You have to drink representation.
Okay. So it could be cranberry juice or what? Yeah. Okay. If she wanted to do dope, you were going to put her on dope?
No.
But you said you were going to. What you said and what you're really going to do, two different things?
Yeah, because it's weird.
Did you Uber for her?
I was going to.
Uh-huh. Is it there yet?
I don't think so.
What time was it supposed to get there? Did you already send the ride?
No, I didn't do anything yet.
You didn't do anything yet? You were sketched as fuck.
I was.
Yeah. Because you know this is wrong to meet up with a 13-year-old child.
No, she just wanted to be a friend. Just wanted to do it.
But that's not what you said, though. This wasn't just going to be a friend. She was wifey material.
No.
Well, that's what you said.
What?
Want me to read the messages to you exactly word for word? And listen, man, accountability. I don't call the police if you're accountable. I don't want to deal with the police. But I want you to be honest. And you hiding your shit. Didn't you just talk to somebody who said that maintenance was coming over?
No.
I was there.
No, I said I was in the shower.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you said you were going to open the door.
No, I never said nobody.
Okay. Did you flush all your dope? Did you flush all your dope? You already did it all? Oh, okay. How much were you going to give her? If she wanted it.
I wouldn't give it to her.
Okay, but you said you were going to give it to her. So in your make-believe role-playing mind, were you going to shoot her up, or is that how you do it? That's how you do it, clearly.
Yeah, but
I took a picture of what's in the bag. I don't care,
I
man.
would never put that on someone.
But-
The needle.
But she's coming, though.
I'm
At least tell me you were going to use clean needles.
not gonna shoot up the needle.
Okay.
I don't shoot people.
So you're gonna have her snort it, smoke it? What else can you? How else can you take it?
I wasn't doing it all. If I give it just a different apartment number, a different building number.
I had your apartment number. I knocked on your door the first time. So why'd you give her the wrong apartment number?
I felt sketched out.
So you wanted to see her first, and then you would have.
No, I think I was going to tell her to turn around and go home.
Why would you ever come all the way over here?
Because
You don't have money. You got to go to the food bank later, right? Which is okay. I've done it too. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm saying I have money. It's better for you too, you know?
Well, if you have money, then why do you need the food bank? Why don't you leave it for
I
people?
don't have a job.
Okay, so you need it.
I work doing surveys and shit.
You do surveys?
I do all people exercise.
Oh, got you. Like internet thing? Do you actually make money doing that? 180? Damn. Okay. Were you gonna spank her? No. So what is all this that you're saying you're gonna do to her? You get the Uber.
She said she was talking about role playing, so I was just trying
No. She didn't say anything about role playing. You said it. You also said that you had been with a 15-year-old in this way before too. 15. On video cam, and she used to do naughty things for you? Yeah? In here? How long have you been talking to this child? Are you that fucked out of your mind you don't remember? You said that you had a 15-year-old because you wanted her to do naughty things with you and she wouldn't do it. You said you had a 15-year-old that did naughty things on camera for you.
No, she. What?
That's what you said. I can show you the message.
No, I did not say that.
Yeah, you did say that. Do you typically do you talk to a lot of younger girls?
This girl hit me up on fucking Snapchat.
She didn't hit you up. You hit her up.
No, Snapchat?
Yeah. No. We don't. She doesn't have Snapchat.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, another girl. I got you.
No other girl.
Okay, 15-year-old.
No other 15-year-old.
This girl didn't reach you on Snapchat, man. I'm pretty good. I get my evidence ready for the police in case I turn it into the
It was
police.
on an adult chat line.
Correct. And I understand that. That's a problem. You should have not talked to her when she told you she was 13. She told you immediately.
Right.
And you just said you didn't want to go to jail.
Right, but she said that she wanted to learn about the vampire way. That's the only reason why.
That's what she wanted to learn. But what about all this other stuff that you're talking about? I don't want to go to jail. You'll be grounded. I'll be in prison. You remember all that?
Yeah.
Right away, you said, I want to introduce you to some drugs.
Right.
And she said, what drugs? You said clear. I call it clear. You'll have a lot of fun.
Right.
You couldn't do it.
I'm telling you, I was going to tell you.
But you said all this stuff. You sent the Uber for her, but you can't do it. I'm going to kiss you, lick you, and fuck you. You like kissing and licking little 13-year-olds? No? Is it the drugs talking? Yeah. How do you stop this then? Like, you're going to continue using drugs.
No.
You're not? Quit today? You what? You quit yesterday? Yesterday? I mean, but you're still high from yesterday.
No, I smoked. I mean, smoked some.
Why don't you throw them away? You're going to give them to somebody? You got a lot, bro. How long does that last you?
Oh, wow. You see the blocks, which is what they get.
Are they expensive? Free? All that's free? Where you said you were going to have her submit to Master Vampire.
Right?
Is that what you're going to do?
Well, she has to do that to, you know.
So she's got to be a good, naughty little girl for daddy?
No, that's not what it means.
I mean, you said she needs to get a spanking, but then you said, I want to do what we just talked about in role playing. The little mini school skirt and all that.
I know.
You just into children?
Oh,
Well, clearly you are, man. And listen, I just try to make it sound exactly how you said it. You know, that's it. I'm not here to harm you, man. I was just going to talk to you. Nobody knows why I'm here yet. I'm sure they're probably questioning it, but I told them that me and you were doing some kind of interview. So I didn't even snitch on you yet. It's all about how you act, man. But trying to hide and throw your shit out, like that's yeah. But you just told me it's not illegal to have that.
No, it's drugs, yes. But they see the people, they see the people, they'll start searching the house.
And you can't consent, huh? They can search you no matter what, right?
Yeah.
When you're on parole. What are you on parole for?
Fucking escaping prison and for selling drugs.
Escaping prison?
Escape prison back in 2021.
How the hell did you do that?
Just jumped out of the defense camp. Escaped over there.
Did you get cut?
Yeah. Don't tell me.
Holy shit. Your friend turned you in?
Yep.
That was in prison too, or what?
No, he was in his house.
Holy shit.
So I got robbed and everything.
That was 2022?
No, 2021.
Did you go back? Obviously. For how long?
5 years.
Holy shit. So you've only been out for a little while? Can you meet girls? Can you meet women? You do? So why'd you even take the chance?
It was a vampire thing. I don't know anybody without being religious.
I don't know nothing about it. I'm not bashing
I
it.
don't think anybody wants to be vampire ways.
Well, okay, so I understand you spreading your religion and trying to teach people, but what I don't understand is the whole, she's 13, first of all. I'm a Christian. I wouldn't push Christianity on her and tell her you're going to bring her over here and show her the gateway to hell.
Well, I said that's a joke because she said, tell me she don't believe God.
Okay.
So I was like, so I was going to give it help. First, she said, I'm not saying that. She said, I don't believe in Christianity. So I said, well, I'll show you to give it help. She said, it's a good joke.
Okay.
So I'll show you to heaven too, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, I believe in God and Jesus too.
And you told her you were going to, the whole DMT thing and all that. Like, do you think this is okay for a 13-year-old?
I was just talking about DMT and I was trying to explain to her that the DMT being from when you're born and die, obviously it's got to be something like that. Because in thinking of DMT, it makes you see God.
Uh-huh.
It makes you die and go to heaven.
Uh-huh. Well, you said you did it.
I tried it. I didn't do
You
it.
met God?
I didn't die.
I thought you met God.
No, that's what other people tell me. That's what
You never did?
So I tried it and
It didn't work?
didn't like it.
I've never tried it. I've never tried meth either, but I think that's a terrible thing to get a 13-year-old. Look at you, man. How old are you? 50? 51? 50? Look at your life, and you want to put this child on that same path? Well, I mean, even telling her, like, so this is what I'm really kind of concerned with, and you did everything that you said you were going to do, except now I'm here, and you weren't going to do any of this. But you're getting her an Uber.
I told her I was going to meet her outside, and then when the next building over, I was going to tell them to just think about it.
You were going to tell the Uber to take her back? How much was the Uber ride?
Nothing. I don't think it was like 20, like say $10 or something.
No, it can't be $10. Probably $40, something like that.
40% off.
Oh, you do? Why? Pearl?
Yeah, you get promotions.
Okay. So you were gonna have her come all this way. Did you turn around and go back home? What the fucking point is that? Like, really?
Once I ordered it, I didn't feel right.
What didn't you feel right? You thought you were gonna get in trouble?
No, I just.
You shouldn't feel right fucking a 13-year-old. No, you clearly said you were gonna fuck a 13-year-old. Did she ask you to fuck? Never once. I read all the messages from start to finish, man. The only messages I haven't read were the ones you telling her, "Are you on your way yet?"
Yeah, but no, she fucking called me.
She called you? What does that mean?
She told me on the phone.
Told you what?
She wanted to do it.
So she wanted to fuck.
No, she wanted to know. She wanted to learn more. She told me about the hymen and about the bleeding because the vampires have blood.
Yeah, because she's watched movies and everybody knows vampires and blood go together. Like, it's a thing, right? Huh?
She brought that up.
No, she didn't. Dude, you were talking about your fantasy and you want this little schoolgirl walking by and then you bring her in the house, get her soaking wet, fuck the shit out of her.
That's what's fantasy.
But then you told her you wanted to do the fantasy with her.
It's hard to explain. Like I understand what I say, but that's like when I come to girls, I'm shy.
Yeah, you're shy, but you're all fucked up and
I'm so shy.
you're still shy. Well, you were going to manage to bring a 13-year-old. Maybe you wouldn't be so shy with a 13-year-old.
I was just going to sit there and tell her about the vampire stuff.
So-
Even,
So you weren't planning on having sex.
no.
You were just going to invite her in the house. You didn't.
You're going to invite her in the house. I told her.
Well, you told her you didn't want anybody to see her outside. So definitely you wouldn't have talked to her outside.
I didn't get that shit.
You were like, you had, how are you going to get in here and be, I forget, you said cautious. Right. So you're going to be out, you're worried about somebody seeing her coming to your apartment, but you're not worried about somebody seeing her, you talking to her. Come on, man.
No.
Make that make sense.
I was talking about her even there. Like,
You were worried about getting caught.
I mean, I just kind of figured it wasn't her.
You figured it wasn't her?
That was something.
If you didn't think it was her, why would you get her an Uber? Like, make this,
I wanted to.
man, just be honest with me, bro. That's all I'm asking. You ain't even got the money to send her back and forth. Why would you waste your money? You're going to get a food box tonight, man. Like, I get it. Times are tough, huh? She sent you $300? I thought you said 180.
No, that's the job.
Oh, selling dope. You said you were scared, but that makes it hotter. Are you attracted to the point of being with a younger?
No, I'm more attracted to the fear.
To the fear of getting caught?
Fear of everything. In general.
Do you want to go to prison?
No.
Of course not. Nobody does.
No, I don't.
You've been to prison for 5 years, you said. What do they do to people that do things that you were trying to do today?
I know.
You know them? Do you live by yourself? Is the state paid?
You brought to America. The military.
Oh, you're military? Damn, we're supposed to respect people like you, man. And drugs is one thing, I get it, but trying to meet our children's another thing.
It wasn't, I know understand what they said, but it wasn't attention to me.
I mean, I'm pretty good at what I do. You're 508 we've caught. 508 people. We have 255 arrests. So about half I call the police on. And the people who sit here and bullshit is the one I call the police on. I mean, I come over here. Luckily, I look out. You're sneaking out your window or hiding your shit out your window. What? Yeah. You flip the fuck out. And I get it if you thought it was parole, but like, you know, maybe that's your own business.
I know, that's the only reason why I did
Yeah.
that.
I mean, you heard me knocking.
Right, but I didn't know who it was, and I didn't see anybody on the door.
You don't answer the door?
No,
Never?
not unless I know who's coming.
Is that just a paranoid thing?
No, I just, you know,
I mean, you make a bunch of drug sales. Don't they knock on your door?
Like sometimes my driver will knock on the door and I don't know who's her. I don't know who's the door.
Yeah. How many other kids have been hurt by you? Come on, man. You in your 50 years, you've never managed to make this happen once? Because you were very aggressive. You called her a bitch. You called her all kinds of mean. You were mean to this girl. She's mean to you. You have a 15-year-old daughter. Do you talk to her? You do? What would you do if I caught somebody trying to do what you were doing to her? What would you do? What would you want me to do? Real talk. Every father will say that same thing. So, fucking B. What should I do? Should I call the police? I don't think you're being very honest. I think you're mostly lying. Dude, you were straight up gonna fucking get a 13-year-old, what you said. You're gonna get her hopped up on Clear, teach her about this religion, whatever, and then fuck her.
I know what they said. But
And then you told her to come.
but I couldn't do it though. Like after I ordered Uber, I was just gonna go outside and wait for it.
Why wouldn't you just cancel the Uber?
So they can't. After the fucking money, I guess.
So it's gonna cost you money to resend her home, right?
Right, but I didn't care about that.
But you could have canceled it, would have cost you $5. Or you got a discount, so maybe cheaper.
Right, but she's like, she was stuck in the car, so we could go in. I don't know what's
But you said you hadn't ordered it yet.
Right, but no, I didn't order it, but
So he's on his way there?
no, I canceled it a long time ago.
You did cancel it? Okay.
Because those are people for a certain amount of time. But
So you ordered it and did cancel it. Do you have funky pictures on your phone? No? You wanted pictures from her. You don't got any from that 15-year-old, the videos? I don't know why you're saying there's a no, because you said that when you were asking her for pictures, you said, I used to talk to somebody your age when she was 15 and she would send me, she would do dirty stuff on video. Okay, so do you still have those videos?
I told her not to talk to me anymore.
How long did you talk to her for?
The day when I found out she was 15.
Why didn't you block this one?
She probably was with the vampire thing.
Dude, but that's not what it's about, man, reading it.
I understand that part of it, but during the
So you tried to lure her for sex, but really it was going to be for the vampire. So you thought telling a 13-year-old you were going to give her sex and drugs, and that would get her over here so you could preach the vampire gospel to her, or what?
No, it's the other way around. That's why it's the hospital, but part of that is a sexual, it's not sex in a sense, but sexual.
So you wanted sexual energy with this 13-year-old.
Part of saying.
Yeah.
That's
So that makes it worse,
I
man.
know, but I couldn't do it though.
Well, we don't know if you couldn't do it.
I know I could do it.
You know you couldn't? You're all fucked up. Whatever.
I'm not fucking tired.
Mhm.
I just took a shower. And
You,
wake up.
you stayed up all night,
Well, I know.
and that's fine. But I'm saying, bro, you're all fucked up. Maybe you're not. You said the drugs make you do stupid things. So maybe the drugs would have pushed you through to raping this child. You say no because Big Tom from Colorado Pet Patrol's here.
I wouldn't rape anybody. I'm not that person.
You're not that person?
I'm no rape person.
Huh.
I'm not that charge at all.
Aren't you afraid selling drugs? Don't you afraid that, like, aren't you watched?
No, but the thing is that
I don't know. I've never been arrested.
Meter now for fucking.
I don't even think, I don't think it matters no more. Yeah.
What matters is like,
What matters if you put a 13-year-old on dope?
I wasn't going to. As a person,
You got anybody in your life that gives a fuck about you? Your mom? Where does she live? In Colorado?
New York.
New York? You're from New York, right? Yeah. Because you said you were like King something, New York. You better be scared of me or something. Like you. Why'd you want her to be scared of you? Oh, I don't know who that is. Oh. Well, hold on. Just give me a second. I'm not trying to hem you up. I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
No, I mean, I screwed up. I know that.
Big time, bro. But how do we make sure you don't do it again? Are you more worried about getting caught? Because there's somewhere deep in that you need help, man. Because you got a fantasy for our children.
I have a fantasy I do.
I know.
Fantasy.
At least you're being honest. Yeah, but you're turning the fantasy into reality when you invite them
I
over.
know.
So typically how it goes, man, I got a lot of experience. It starts off with just fantasies, looking at pictures. Now you've done that, got the pictures. Now you're inviting them over. You might not have done it the first time. I think you would have. It's my opinion. And then you're full blown raping them because they can't consent. So you're on your way to like how many years did you do in prison total?
4 time.
So like 8 years total. Does it suck? And if you went in with this charge, would you be okay?
No.
You don't think so? Did they really fuck people up? Have you ever done it? Fucked up? No.
I don't.
You just mind your business when you're in there?
I mean,
Do your time, get
if
up.
it was my daughter, yeah.
I'm saying just regular people in there. You don't fuck with them? Mind your business?
No,
But somebody's going to do it, right?
I'm sure they will.
I just saw pictures of somebody in some jail. Teeth was knocked out. Face was reconstructed. You want face surgery? Because that's probably what they'll do.
I know.
You just have your mom, that's it?
My brother.
Is he all fucked up too?
Not always.
Yeah. Well, mind your own business.
No, it's not that. He's a piece of shit.
What I'm more concerned about, man, is this not happening again. And I know you're saying it'll never happen again. I'll never do it again. But clearly, bro, like this was bad, dude. This was bad. And I hope to God, I'm glad I intercepted this. I hope to God she doesn't reach out to you again. I hope it's done. I hope she's in trouble. You could go to prison. She might get, her grandma's pissed, but she may be, or mom, whatever. She looked like she was a little bit older. I never met them before till today. But dude, you gotta leave her kids alone, man. Thank God she told one of her friends, thank God. And then I was notified. You're lucky the police aren't notified. And I'll be quite honest with you. The mom was at first wanted to, and then she was like, well, if he takes accountability and leaves my daughter alone. Yeah, I mean, even the meth, bro, it's crazy. And you said you wanted her to be submissive orally and physically, like dirty little girl. I know. I want you to hear it, man, because it's fucking disgusting. Out of 508, man, you are the most like. Sorry to it's weird as fuck. You got mad at her because she said your food sucked. Like,
yeah, because I'm a chef. I've been chef for 35 years, and somebody tells me that shit pisses me off.
Well, did you look at the picture?
What about it?
It just looked like it sucked. I don't know. I've never ate your food. I have no clue. More so, I read it. I'm saying that because how you treated her, called her a bitch, and your daughter will be way more than her, and all this. A 13-year-old, man. You belittled a 13. You were a tough guy to a 13-year-old. I mean, that's not tough to me.
I know, but she was getting me mad. Just saying dumb shit.
And you told her, don't tell anybody, not even your best friend.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. She did.
But if she didn't, guess what? So are you mad at the friend? I think the friend saved her life because she could go down a road of drugs. And you know what happens to girls that get raped when they're at a young age? Do you know what happens? Well, if she says she can't consent, it's rape no matter what. You gotta. Oh, it's just a fly. Well, that's what you say, man. But you showered up for her.
No, I don't shower up because
Well, randomly showered up 5 minutes before she was gonna get here.
No, I was being lazy. I just my room and everything else. I showered. So I just did it first.
Well, you're super tired. Why would you clean your room?
Because it's fucking mess.
But you're tired.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you still got to get it done.
No, it's just recent.
And you said you got way more security than she can imagine. Like, what kind of security are you talking about? Yeah, like you said, some phone security and shit.
Oh, yeah, just
Is your security not answering the door when somebody knocks?
no.
You got that paranoia like tweakers have.
I have security on my phone.
You do?
Yeah, somebody hacked my phone last night. My other phone.
Did somebody hack it this time? So this was all you? All this nasty. Were you ever sober?
Yeah, I was sober now.
You haven't been sober talking to her? So do you think you should probably look into some kind of help for this?
Yeah, so I think it's like
You think what?
the needle is killing me. It's fucking-
You don't think smoking it hurts you?
Smoking is like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Put a needle in it's a whole different rush.
But you clearly, as of last night, I mean, you're less than 24 hours or 12 hours quitting the needle.
It's been since yesterday morning, so.
So 24 hours, let's say. That's a start.
I know it's you have to do first, then wean down off the smoking, and then stop.
How long have you been getting high? Were you clean in jail, prison?
Yeah.
Most for the most part. Did you think about kids then in fantasies?
Fantasy, yes.
So you've always had these fantasies,
I really think about school. I don't know. I started thinking about school outfits.
but you would never hurt them.
No.
No, you're not a danger to them. So, but if she wanted it, that's what would have worried me. You wouldn't have raped her. You wouldn't have forcefully raped her.
I tell you, I don't.
Because you told her, you said that you would smack her around with permission.
Right, but that's the real part. That
She would have to say, what if she said, I don't want to be smacked? You wouldn't choke her and smack her if she said no? You got to wonder why I'm asking these questions, man.
I don't have any choice like that.
Nothing? Yeah, well, I didn't get a chance to look at your record yet, but I mean, you clearly don't give a fuck. Ran away from prison. That's crazy.
Hey, everybody's telling me I'm gangster for that.
How long were you gone for?
Like 2 hours.
2 hours?
My friend's house, and after I got clothes from him, he gave me clothes, and I left. Club time.
Holy shit.
I took my rock.
Where'd they find you?
Up by the jail. His ex-girlfriend had my property.
Hey, buddy. I just want to make sure you get some help, man. What do you do from here? You're not going to tell them, though. I don't know. Most people aren't going to say, hey, I tried to get a 13-year-old hopped up on meth and I was going to fuck the brains out of her. You're allowed to have sex with virgins as long as they're adults, right?
No, but me giving somebody meth, I've never had it before. I promise I'll never do it again because I did once before.
You have? And where are they at right now?
I don't know.
Are they probably all fucked up? Pretty rough life, though, probably?
She's trying to fucking kill herself.
So you have experience with this, man.
No, she took us over to the truck.
But do you see when people get involved with meth or sexually abused? I know somebody 55 years old that's never had sex since the last time was her dad when she was 3. Dude, it's not okay. You can't fuck our children, man. And getting them hopped up on dope is not good either. And licking her and fucking her and don't tell anybody. You're just going to be grounded. I'm going to go to prison. Like you wanted proof so much. Like you were one of the most careful predators. So what scares me is there's kids in this complex. Are they safe? You don't look at them, but they come home in their school uniforms. That's not turning you on?
It's not the actual physical part of it. It's the imagination part of it. I had to get hard on the imagination. I need to push it on there.
That's because you're so hopped up on dope. But you've never tried with a young girl before, right? So this would have been your first even attempt. I hope that's true, man. I hope that's true. I hope you didn't want to answer the door, and I hope to believe that you just thought I was parole. I kept saying who I was. You didn't hear me?
No, dude, I'm too busy here for the interview again.
And then didn't you call her and reach out to her and say, "Are you here?"
No, that's it. I asked her if she was there with the car.
Oh, there. I thought you asked her if she was here, knocking at the door. You said no. No. I'm gonna read all those messages. Yeah, true. Yeah, you definitely thought it out, huh?
I told you. I was like, I said, you know what? I'll just meet you outside. You want an apartment? I'll meet you outside. Let's go.
Yeah, you invited her over like 25 times.
No.
So you were very eager to meet this child.
Just the vampire thing. I don't mind.
But you're even saying the vampire thing it involves sex, or
it's not sex. It's more like I can't tell you something.
But do you think a 13-year-old should be learning that from you?
No.
Do you teach your daughter about it? Do you teach your 15-year-old daughter about it?
Yes, I told her she should have vampires. She don't get mad at me.
But do you teach her about this crazy and the sex stuff?
If she wanted to, if she didn't want to.
Is there some weird people here? Well, I just heard something. I don't know.
Yeah, she don't want to learn it, so.
But would you have taught her the sexual aspect of it?
It's not sex.
But you would have taught your daughter. You would have, if she wanted to, at 15.
I don't think it's something like that.
But you teach our daughter. And thank God I don't have a daughter. Because I'm like you.
I don't know.
I'm like you, man. If somebody fucked with my daughter, I'm like you.
I tell people about it.
Well, I'm not like you.
The whole story, they usually don't want to do it. Because it's a lot involved.
And you were okay with teaching her. This bare-minded, Never done nothing with a guy before. 13-year-old girl that you went out last night and got some dope and told her you were gonna hop her up on it and all that good shit. Well, that's what you said. I'm sure it was for you. But okay, so them, you, and her. Oh, I don't know who Heather is. You probably, whatever. Nobody else knows about this, right? You got anybody that would hold you accountable, minus the police? Like somebody that call you and be like, hey, Mike, are you getting some counseling? And somebody that we could talk to about what you're doing here? How's your mom? She healthy? Well, I don't want to hurt your mom. I'm not here to hurt anybody, but what I am here is to make sure that you're not spanking little 13-year-olds, shooting them up with needles.
That's my brother, but he's a dick.
I just, dude, you know how many times it's happened a lot where I've caught somebody and I see them on the news 3 months later? Well, what if I see you 3 months down the road raping a child, man? I wouldn't be able to live with myself. It was going to happen today. Well, there was a possibility, and I appreciate the honesty.
Like I just couldn't do it last minute though. Like after I ordered, fuck, what am I doing?
But you pushed through. You kept pushing through. So you would have pushed through, opening the door. You would have, or got her over there. You'd have pushed through.
No, I think she showed up. I would have told you. Because I just felt weird.
We both know that wouldn't have happened.
No, it would have happened.
Dude, it's your fantasy. You've been wanting this for years.
I know, but I can't do it.
I don't know if you could do it sober. I don't know. But I'll tell you, man, I don't know if drinking's the same thing, but I've been fucked up. I've never wanted a child. Never. Did you ever want a child? Or did you still have the fantasy anyway? Yeah, but a fantasy is no longer a fantasy when you make it reality.
I know. It's a stupid decision.
Well, not really. You didn't go back much longer.
They didn't leave in 9 years. So 4.
How much were you supposed to spend before you ran out?
4.
And so you only spent 4 anyway.
Right, but they gave me 5 on top of the 4, so I had to do it 4. The 5 I've been out of here.
How long were you in when you escaped?
6 months.
So you still had 3.5 to go.
No, I only had to do 6 more months and then be out.
Well, that was stupid. That was fucking
I
stupid.
already know.
I mean, we don't all make... I make stupid decisions too, but this is not a decision that can be made. I give a fuck about you escaping. I think that's more funny than anything. But this is not okay, man. You're really lucky because it's not my child and somebody else's child that thinks like you. You know what I mean? Oh. I don't know, man. I would really feel better if we could see if your brother would walk you through this. He's been through this?
That's sexual assault and shit.
On children too?
No, I don't know.
Fucking apple don't fall far from the tree, does it?
He's just different.
Well, you're very different too, right?
But I did it once. It's not multiple.
You're telling me you did it once. You know what? Every single person I met says it's their first time. But it's just, hear me out. Every single person says that. I catch RSOs, which is a registered sex offender, which is what you'll be if I call the police. They say it's their first time.
I understand what you're saying. It really is.
But you told her, maybe you were trying to act like a big shot, that the 15-year-old obeyed you and you had a lot of fun with her with videos. Naughty videos.
I don't remember saying that, but I remember
you said it.
Sending me videos and I just
I don't know why you would want it. Maybe you were telling it to her so she would feel comfortable doing it with you or something. What would you have done if she would have sent you those videos and pics? What would you have done with them? You know what that is, right? What is it? So do you have child porn? There's nothing on your phone. I can? Let me look at your pictures. I'm going to take your word for it. I hope there's not. So what would you have done if she sent them to you?
I probably deleted them.
You would have deleted them?
That's stupid.
Yeah, deleting them's also a felony, but I guess keeping them's a felony. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But you asked for them. Did she send you any? Did I miss out? Of her face? She said no every time when you asked for the naughties? You asked her a couple times, but she never sent them? You won't get in trouble, she will. Okay. She never asked you to have sex, nothing? She asked if it would hurt and if she would bleed, right? She never asked you to have sex. So I have the phone call. Do you want to hear the phone call? Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear it? She never asked you to have sex, man. I'm good at what I do.
Something about if she wanted to go through with it, she said.
You asked her if she was sure she wanted to, and she said if you wanted to. But she never said she wanted. She never said, "Can you have sex with me?" Is what I'm saying. There was never her talking about having sex. Only you saying what you wanted. She said, "What do you want to do?" So she never asked you. She never asked you to have sex. Is what I'm saying. That was all your idea. Did she ever ask you to do meth?
No, I mean,
She didn't. She actually told you no.
I can't remember half the time.
And you told her how good it was and how she would love it, and it would give her, I forget what you said, energy, or make her fuck like a rabbit or some shit.
I don't know if it's that.
You might not have said rabbit, but pretty close. But your full-blown intentions on here were to have sex with this child, teach her some crazy shit. Whether it's crazy to me or you, I don't know about it, but crazy sexual shit. And you said you were going to lick her, kiss her, and fuck the shit out of her. You're going to make her obey you orally and physically. So you're going to force her to suck your penis, whether you were going to do it or not. Well, she needed to submit. She needed to say yes, right? Do you believe in God? You think he blesses people like this?
No, he says if you touch the children, you will go to hell.
Do you think you're going to hell? Do you want to go to hell? This kind of shit right here, man. People say people like you deserve to be in a wood chipper. You know what a wood chipper is. And you just told me, which I think every answer would be the same. I think you're normal there. If it was your daughter, you said you would kill somebody. We should always protect our kids. Where do your kids live? Do you ever see them? No, never? Never have?
No, I haven't seen them in once.
Would they be in danger with you? Sexually? No. You say fuck no, but you'll have sex with our kids, just not your kids?
I know. It's
So we're not ever going to do this again.
no, because even like now, I can't even role play daddy daughter anymore. I can't do it.
You just said that you do and you get hard.
I can't have phone sex with somebody doing it anymore. By myself, yes, it's different. If it's talking to somebody else, I can't do it.
Were you getting hard talking to her?
No.
No?
That's what I was. I don't get hard at it. It's hard to get hard at it.
Well, I mean, I think that's probably a lot of the dope. Isn't that a common fucking...
That, no, because back in the day, it was good to get hard. Because you and I don't
You're fucking 7 years older than me. I don't got a problem with that, but I don't do drugs. I've never touched meth a day in my life. Maybe I feel different, but I've never done meth in my life. But I've been intoxicated and I've never wanted a child. But you were honest and said it's not that. It helps, but you've always had this fantasy. So I guess you went out of high school, but the girls you liked stayed in high school. That's bad, bro. It's gonna land you in prison or dead or something. So if this got out to the masses, which I'm not a news story, I'm not police or nothing, nobody would ever say that you harmed them before. I would bet everything I own that there's somebody out there that would come forward. No? I mean, I don't think maybe that you absolutely forced them, but I think you groomed them. No? You taught in school? Holy fuck. So you've been around a lot of children. Holy fuck,
kids. Everything, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird.
But this poor child was going to get the wrath. You can say whatever you want to say. We both know. You're going to have to hopefully have a fucking serious conversation with yourself because you know the truth. I can sit here and speculate because what I read, right? What I read is terrible, man. If somebody picked this book up and read it, it is the most vile, disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life. And then the way you flipped out on her because she said your food sucked. Like,
Make you mad because my food doesn't suck.
it was a picture, man. Like the way you took it out on her, like you became super abusive. Like it was.
I don't like a lot of people talking about my fucking food.
A lot of people don't like people fucking their kids.
No, I know.
Which one's worse? Shitty food
I know.
or killing our kids' souls? All right, man. Well, you're lucky I'm not going to tell department managers. I'm going to leave it alone. But I'd seriously rethink life, bro. You should probably get some help for this. I promise you, man. I promise you. I'm going to look on that site for you. I promise you. If there is ever anything I hear or somebody comes forward, I'm going to the police. All right. I'm out of here. All right, guys, we're gonna go to our next one. Hold on. We're gonna go to our next one. We got another one right now. You guys, there's a shit ton of dope. There's a shit ton of dope, and I don't want him to think the police are coming because he has a fuck ton of dope. And I hope to God they do something about it. They won't arrest him for the child crime, but he's on parole with dope. I just want him to go to jail. So I'm gonna act like I'm leaving. I'm gonna move my car, and the police said that they have nobody available. So it's Arapahoe County. They have nobody available. They'll be here when they can. But I want him going to jail, y'all. Damn, am I not live? What the fuck? Oh, I am. No, he's not running out, you guys. I'm gonna go park over here where I can see his house. He tried to run. I caught his ass. That was fucking scary. I thought he had a weapon. I thought that was the end of my time. Not gonna lie. I thought that was the end of my time. When he popped out that window, he started flaring his hands around like a fucking cockroach upside down. And I just got scared. I got fucking scared. Like, that dude's a fucking monster, y'all. That is a fucking monster. You guys, seriously, Crandall, drop your Cash App. That guy right there, you guys, I have the most weirdest feeling right now. Like, I feel disgusting. I feel gross. I feel like being nice to him was like all I could do to keep myself calm. So I want him to think I'm leaving, you guys. We had a couple supporters drive by. Shout out to you. Thank you, too, to be exact. Couple. That's still a couple. But I'm going to watch his house, y'all, because I want to make sure he doesn't. He had like, you guys saw the bag. There was maybe 1,000 needles. I honestly don't know, y'all. I really don't know. But I'm going to make sure, because you know he's paranoid that the police are going to be coming. So let's do this. I'm going to park here so he doesn't get suspicious. I can see his apartment, but I do not want him knowing that the cops are coming. So he's a fucking mess. Please drop Crandall's Cash App, y'all. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. He's on parole. John, these motherfuckers, they don't do shit, brother. Like, I'm serious, man. They don't do shit. This is the worst county I've ever been to. And I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I've been called and they asked me nicely to stop talking bad about the police on my lives. Listen, I'll stop telling the truth when you guys stop fucking lying. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to report what they do. If you're not going to take this guy and put him into custody, you heard what he just wanted to do, I'm fucking going to sell it. So if you don't want me to, here we go. I got my book. Police are here. If they don't want me to talk about it, y'all, all I want is them to do their fucking job. Here we go. Police are here. Whoop, whoop. And it's Inglewood Police. This might be okay, y'all. Hi. So good right there. How are you? My name's Thomas. Oh, more here. I'm with Colorado Pet Patrol. The gentleman does not know you guys are coming. The reason why I didn't say anything is because I knocked on the front door and I went down. He opened the door and he threw out a whole bag of needles. He thought he was parole because he just escaped from prison, got in trouble, got back, whatever. Ubered what he thought was a 13-year-old girl over here for sex. Was going to have her drink some blood and he was going to shoot her up with meth. Admits it. I have the camera from start to finish. The only reason why I told him I'm going home, I got another catch, is because he admitted on the live he's got a bunch of dope in his house. So I didn't know that's your guys' thing. I didn't know. So, but we have a book where he said everything he was going to do and then he Ubered her here. Of course, we don't have a real child. They're all decoys.
I understand.
And that's what we got.
All right, what's your last name?
Fellows, Fellows.
First name?
Thomas. I'm going to put this on mute. They've been talking. I got in here a written statement for you and everything. They've been talking not very long, maybe a month, I can tell you. Come here.
So I'll take whatever evidence that you have.
Okay.
And write it up.
Okay.
I'll let his parole officer know.
Okay.
I don't know if you're aware of Arapahoe County.
Oh no, I'm not. Couldn't be any worse. It's the only county that lets these boys walk. It's wild. So, yes. I didn't know we were in Arapahoe County. Actually, it's wild. We just got a conviction because it helped them. We just got a conviction. They had a case where they didn't have enough evidence. The one case they prosecuted, the one, is because we had the evidence. It's fucking sad. It's not you guys.
No,
my frustration's not with you guys.
I haven't seen you guys in quite some time because of.
This is why.
Right. So when I wasn't sure if you knew
I do.
that Arapahoe.
Oh, I didn't know this is Arapahoe County. No, I didn't know.
Yes. So Englewood, all of Englewood.
It's Arapahoe County.
Okay, if it's Englewood Police, Englewood, the city of, and so there's some mailing portions of
Gets a little funky.
Englewood. I guess most of that would be in Arapahoe County anyway. I mean, there's certain spots that because the post office isn't the same as a city.
Gotcha.
So you can see, you'll see where Englewood might be a mailing address out.
Yeah.
Out east somewhere
Okay.
or something like that, but it's not actually the city of.
Yeah. Okay.
But all of the city of Englewood is in Arapahoe.
At least you guys show up. I mean, there's
So,
that.
I'm gonna come
Yeah,
down.
you
I mean,
do realize that this is
I'll-
important.
Yeah.
I'll
I know you guys, dude. Even the Arapahoe police are absolutely amazing. I'm serious. I've had really good conversations. Their hands are tied, man. If the DA and the judge is not going to take the case, what are you guys going to do?
But I still take the evidence.
Okay.
Okay, because let's say something happens down the road.
Yeah.
Where, God forbid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah.
least we've got something here.
Okay.
So.
Cool. I appreciate you guys. I do.
But I'm gonna notify his parole officer.
Okay.
And let him know.
Let them know I got a video of him throwing it all out the window and stuff.
So can you send that to me?
I sure can. If you do it Axon link, or how do you guys?
No.
So I'm
Just an email.
Just an email.
Yep, I can send you everything. Yes.
Yeah. So, like I said, I write this up
Okay.
regardless.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the whole reason why they don't take the case, but
Don't know.
that's what I mean. I think I might have been the first or second time around when you guys
Oh, I
first
bet.
showed up in
I bet.
Englewood years back.
Years back, yeah, 4 years
I
ago.
was dealing with that. I dealt with it then.
Mhm.
Was it only 4 years ago? It seemed like it longer than that.
I'm about 4.5, maybe.
So
Ish.
anyhow, at the time, I'm like, well, let's see what's going to happen
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And we were told, no.
That's wild. I mean, I do get it. And we've had county, like Adams County was the exact same way. I live so far away, but I live in Adams County. So we kept going there. Now we have like a wonderful relationship with them. So,
And like I said, it's not like we're,
you guys are good. So Aurora, they won't even show up, man. I've waited 7 hours, because at least I can still expose this guy. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow us to expose them if the police don't show. So they know that, so they don't show. And then I have nothing. And I would at least like to expose him. Maybe somebody will come forward. Maybe a neighbor will say that guy hurt me too. You never know. But I appreciate you guys.
I think might be, I can see YouTube's point on that too.
Yeah.
is the
No,
fact that,
sure.
you don't want people doing real vigilante justice.
Oh, and there is that. And that hurts us too. That hurts us too.
It's not good.
I've sprayed my pepper spray once out of 508 catches. I've never been in a fight, but there's people that do that, and that hurts us too,
Sure.
But yeah.
Let me get a case number.
Yeah,
here.
perfect. Turn that around. I have that on you actually.
So, case number.
ADR 4240-4240.
Thank you. So what in the counties that do this? What when the police respond? What is their normal protocol for this
So
kind of thing?
I mean, we're probably 90% of anything north. They're arrested. Our convictions, they're ugly right now. I mean, we've seen anywhere from 4 years of probation all the way to we got one for 81 years. So it's low time, man, low time. But they're on the registry for the rest of their life, so we're getting that.
So are they actually? I mean, they're actually physically arresting them right on the spot.
Oh, on the spot, most of them. Yeah, I would say
They don't
95%.
get a warrant or anything like that.
That happens too. So yesterday we were just in Alamosa or Lamar, and they didn't arrest him. They went back 2 hours later and arrested him. So it happens.
Yeah, okay.
But Denver's prosecuting, just starting in Arapahoe County. But again, we haven't been here in months, maybe a year.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Since I've
Well, I'm talking Aurora too. I did not know this place because Inglewood at the beginning was really, really good.
So some
thought-
of, I don't think.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm getting it
I think the
mistaken
very
with some else.
first time around,
Yeah.
when we first encountered it, and
Yeah.
then we ran it, and we were told no.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. Maybe I'm getting that. But I think I am.
Like Aurora
confusing.
has two. I mean, they have Adams County and Arapahoe
I know.
County. They're divided.
Mhm.
They're-
I've only had a problem with Arapahoe County. So, and like I said, when they prosecute, we just went to court. It was like a week ago, and I couldn't believe it. But it was because our evidence helped them. So it's like, okay, well, wait a minute. But I get it. I do. It's not you guys.
It is what it is. So
Yep.
anyway, if you can just shoot that anyway over there. I mean,
To the email.
yes.
Okay.
If you would. And
Oh, I will.
I'll notify his parole officer. I mean,
Okay.
if he had dope and things like that.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
They can come do a visit on him or
Yeah.
whatever. So. Yep.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
And I'll write this up.
That's just the chat logs. My printer's kind of going out, but that is him. It's got a couple more in there too. Just so you know, when you're writing it up, orange is where we age drop. Blue I thought was interesting, and then red is when he said some sexual stuff.
Okay.
And he did pay for an Uber, but obviously we didn't. There's no real girl, so.
Sure. Thanks.
But the decoy, who was decoying, is the written statement's the last page, so
Okay.
you got everything there. And then we'll send you the video through this.
Please.
Yep.
Like I said, I'll treat it like it's.
Yeah.
And if who knows?
Yeah.
You know, especially if down the road they decide they want to take a case, then we got
Something for him. Yeah, cool. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you.
I'll let you know. I mean, I'm sure as parole
Yeah.
officer would be interested to hear about
Yeah.
it. So absolutely.
Right on. Thank you.
Especially since he thought it was parole knocking on
He
the
did.
door.
Yeah, he was throwing everything out the window, and I walked around the corner.
Is that stuff still there?
Yeah.
That he threw out?
He put it back in the window because I told him I wasn't calling the police. I wanted to leave that in case. I said you dump your dope. He's like, fuck no, it's too expensive. And I said, well, listen, man, I'm not the police. I'm gonna leave. I was just in case, I didn't want to fuck nothing up. So
I'm gonna go call his parole officer real quick.
There you go.
See what they want to do.
thanks, man.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Yep. The officers, you guys, they're not happy, you guys. They're not happy. I'm going to get around the corner. Give me a second. I'm going to get around the corner. Well, no, I think what the officer's saying is he would rather get him on something than nothing. But they just legalized, like, it's not a felony no more for drugs, and it's just crazy. Colorado is a different kind of area. But he said he's going to go call his parole officer. They're reading the book, you guys. I'm going to go around the corner. I'm not leaving just yet. I think I might have left a little too early, a case or two. So I'm just getting out of their way, let them do their thing, but I want to be able to see what's going on. So I'm going to park right here. Crandall, brother, fucking good job, dude. You guys, Crandall, they had full-blown fights in this. Like, this man was so abusive to this child. Like, it was wild, you guys. I'm not even talking about the vampire stuff. Whatever. Like, I told him, you could be a dead cat. You can claim, I don't care what you claim. Don't put it on our children, and don't harm our children. Like, that's it. Right? Just leave our children alone. I don't care what you do. Our children are children until they're an adult enough to make adult decisions. Let's not let them make adult decisions, right? I don't care what it is. And that's just my opinion. But he did a good job. I did want to call mom, you guys, but running through my head was like, this guy's not going to get arrested, but maybe if I do everything right, he'll get arrested for the drugs. I was really thinking that. Thank you, West Virginia. Love you, girl. I was really thinking that maybe. Thank you, Jenny. I saw that. But you guys, I wish you would have saw the police officer's facial expressions. He's like, hear me out, man. Like, I don't know if you guys got it, but the police they weren't bad, y'all. The police weren't bad, and I'm honest with it. Like, I get on them when they're bad police. They weren't bad. Y'all, when I caught him sneaking out of the house, man, my heart dropped, you guys. I didn't know if he had a gun, and then he ripped that window open, and I had just got my pepper spray out. I didn't expect to see that, and I wanted to take a picture of what he hid. Me and Cooley met a sergeant down in Arapahoe County who asked me, Cooley, would you guys mind volunteering an hour of your time, come down to our department and teach us officers? Tell us what you do. Explain it to us. He's like, I think that we need to know so we can all be on the same page. I have a county under oath making up false charges on me. Under oath, y'all. Shit I have never done, right? It's fucked up. Unfortunately, I don't have money for an attorney. And every bit of the money I do have goes to my family and catching predators to travel, I mean, it's wild, y'all. It's wild. The cops are still there, you guys. Yep. Oh, he's on the phone. We're staying here, y'all. He's on the fucking phone. We're staying here. We ain't going nowhere. And they're parked. If he gets out his window, he's fucked. The cop is coming. The cop is coming. Have a good day, bud. I thought he was coming to me. Oh, he is. He is coming to me. I'm gonna let you guys listen. I'm gonna turn it this way though. Let y'all listen. Where did my phone go?
I didn't realize you were still here.
Yeah.
So I just want to confirm that that's the building. It was up that building over there.
Yep. Building 1. Yeah, I moved away. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. Yep.
But I was just flipping through all this stuff. I was looking for where he gives the address, and I couldn't see it.
He gives us the wrong address. He gives us the number 2 unit, but it was number 1. He said so he could see her first and make sure it was her. So, yeah. Yeah, I see that, but it didn't ring. That's wild. 11:51, about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. So you can disregard the message. So just disregard it.
Thank you. Have a good one, buddy. I appreciate you.
I talked to Pearl.
Yeah?
Yeah, he never heard of it. You know, like Colorado Pet Patrol.
Okay.
I'm trying to say, like, well, this is kind of how they work.
Yep.
I said, unfortunately, you know, in Arapahoe County, they file the charge.
Yeah.
So they have all the evidence. They said, you have it up there. He thought it was you guys showing up, stuff out,
Yeah.
drug paraphernalia and shit.
Yep.
I told him what he wanted to do. That, you know, he was a 13-year-old, thought he was kind of 13-year-old, sex, drugs, drinking blood.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like fighting with my vampire Mike.
That's right. Damn, you really read it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't read it, but I read quite a bit.
Skim through it. Yeah, yeah. We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
I get. Here's the other thing I was going to tell you. So I was in the station when you called.
Okay.
And so I went up and one of our dispatch had me on your screaming.
Yeah.
Right. I got nervous for you, man.
Yeah.
So this guy who had between us, I guess he had some suicidal ideation.
Oh, shit.
I couldn't see his right hand, and I was concerned he would shoot you or shoot himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you guys to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Because that was, I kept watching, and I'm like, notice his right hand is down.
Oh, shit.
Down. He could have couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And so I told her, I said, keep watching while I'm right here. I said, keep watching while I'm his right hand.
Shit.
I could see if there's anything in his hand.
Yeah.
She did. Right when I head down, I saw his right hand.
Huh.
I haven't again at that point. I didn't mean anything,
Right.
but I wanted to talk to her about that. She have me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably recording.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk to her.
Yeah.
But I wanted to let you know
Yeah. I do need to be careful. Yeah.
that it had me concerned.
I appreciate that. And I do need to watch. You're right. I didn't even pay attention to that.
This guy, especially these guys, I mean, they have the parole and shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he decides, you know what, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
And boom,
Yeah.
he's done. Boom, he's done. And then
Yeah.
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
So
100%.
one thing that you gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And that's what made me nervous.
Yeah.
Watching
Okay.
advice I'm not showing his right hand. Is not
Yeah.
up. And it had me concerned.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one, sir.
All right, man, you too.
Thank you. Yo, that was fucking super sweet, man. He's like, I just want to tell you something between me and you. He's like, I was watching the live. We were watching it, and I told dispatch to keep me posted. He said his right hand was never visible, and he's like, I was so scared for you. He's like, please, just make sure you're watching for that. He's like, if he didn't want to go back to prison, boom, you're dead. Boom, he's dead, and we're here. So I don't know. I thought that was super, generous of him to, even be thoughtful of that kind of thing. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing day. Be good people. Y'all be careful who you let your children talk to. They could be counselors. They could be mediators. They could be teachers. They could be doctors. They could be whoever. And listen to your friends if they want to talk, man. Predators come in all different shapes and sizes, and predators prey on adults too. And you can be hurt as an adult. And I want to say something, you guys. When somebody is hurt and taken advantage of, that does not make you something you're not. For example, if a guy, forces himself on another guy, that doesn't make you gay. That makes you a victim. Tommy Royce says, no way. Dude, I would love it, love it, love it. You don't even understand, bro. Oh, damn. Right on, Royce. Love you guys. I got to get out of here. That's badass. We're going to leave on that note because that's just some positive stuff. I love you guys. I'm out.
Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Hey, time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, or even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on bed from Colorado Pet Patrol.
The fucking police.
Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Nah, we not the police. You can take off at any time, but just know when you do that, the cops gon' be on your line. Come on, you bought booze and lubes and condoms, dude. Even sent dick pics with your face in them too. He came to be the 12-year-old bundle of joy, your 51-year-old husband. You desperate, boy. And let me guess, this is your first time you wasn't gonna do nothing.
I never did anything like this. I would never do anything like this again.
But that ain't what the chat logs say.
You said you didn't care about the age. You said you had your lube and condoms, and you gave me your address, but you gave me your neighbor's address, by the way.
And then we found you, exposed you on YouTube, and now we clown you.
All the fucking police.
Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Royce K, so you know what got us.
I never did all the fucking police. I never did all the fucking police. You didn't do it. No, sir, I know you don't believe it.
You were charged.
I know I was charged because I had got a plea bargain where I said I had oral sex with a 6-year-old boy.
A 6-year-old boy?
Yes, that's what I did. Say.
Smash a like if you think this is fucked up.